And I always kind of fucked with everybody. And now all the hip hop guys look like fucking, everybody got their hair dyed and
everybody looks like us. There was nobody had tattoos before 1994. 1994, New York City, tattooing was illegal until then.
Wait, what?
And
no, hold up.
The only people who had tattoos back in the day was sailors, pirates, and punk rockers.
Right.
Motorcycle.
The way that they have them now, like on your face and your neck and shit like that, like prison tattoos. When you seen kids in the street, back in the early '90s, we were the only ones with tattoos. I stopped getting tattoos at one point because I didn't want to look like my friends because they all got their fucking faces covered. I didn't want to end up. I was like, I gotta look different here. I'm gonna stop.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna also add the other two groups of people that were always tattooed back then would be motorcycle gang guys.
Yeah, bikers.
And, like,
that's the same shit.
Bikers and
that's
like
a pirate.
and people who've been to jail. You know what I mean?
Of course, it's the birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah, exactly. It was never what it is these days.
Today it's like buying a pair of fucking
when you got
Jordans.
tattoos, you were saying something about where you wanted to fit into society, which is to say you didn't want to fit into society and you wanted to be outside of society. Right. And that's what that used to represent back then.
Yeah, but for the most part, you know what it really does is when you're a kid, you're like, look at me. Oh, you want to get your dick sucked or whatever. You know, it all comes with that.
Yeah, I definitely think there's a huge affiliation of noticing that guys with tattoos attract females. And so
but even though it was crazier in New York because it was illegal, so when I started getting tattooed, I had to go to somebody's house and shit, you know.
I just never even knew that tattooing was illegal. So I mean, that even explains so much.
From like 1940 to 94, I think, something like that.
But like that just explains shit why like corporate America, right, would then perceive tattoos the way it does today because people. It has such an irrational hatred, in my opinion, towards tattoos. But a lot of corporate culture really stems from New York. Let's be real. Everybody's copying New York in terms of the culture. And so if at a certain point it became indoctrinated that tattoos would prevent you from rising to an executive level, all the people that are running shit today were the guys that were like on the come up back then, right? They all hate this shit, but they're the ones with all the power today. And I bet there's a fucking correlation between tattoos being illegal in the 90s and fucking people hating kids with face tats today. I bet there's just a correlation there. Just because of who's in charge. I hate kids with face
tats. I hate them. I don't hate, but I mean, I think it's just so stupid because that's the first tattoo they get on their face. Like back in the day.
Right, the rules are gone.
If I put a shirt on, you're not gonna know I have tattoos. You'll see.
Yeah, you better have your whole body covered. Like before kids get their face and their knuckles and their neck, like before anything else. Take off their shirt and it's blank canvas.
I'd make them all get their dicks tattooed first.
Fair enough. I mean, I don't know. I don't have any tattoos, so I don't really feel like I'm entitled to have that big of an opinion on this.
I'll give you mine.
Big tatted.
But when it comes, the needle scares the shit out of me. I don't care. Anyway, I know some of y'all are like,
bridge that gap.
Sorry?
Bridge that gap, you know?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to get a tattoos. But I guess that can work. Fuck, man. That was like the most derailed I think I've ever gotten here, but that was great. I'm entertained. That was interesting. I'm really fascinated by the illegal nature of tattoos in general.
Yeah, Damian, what's your shit? Like, where can people check your shit out? Because to finish what I was saying.
These maniacs here all know and they're very familiar with my antics.
Not my maniacs on my side who are watching also, who have never heard of
you. Oh yeah,
you
Damian
just have a
Burnz,
super distinct voice.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I forgot. Canada. Damian Burnz. Damian spelt with A's and Burns with a Z. Cool, Instagram. Man. That's it. I got a lot of music up there. Check it out. You'll enjoy it. Maybe you might dance and shit too.
Yeah.
I definitely look forward to it. Thank you, Flacco, for sharing that to the Twitch chat. So it's going to pop up on screen. And that means even in the futures, it's going to pop up on screen for everybody in the world to hear that voice and see those letters. So shout out Flacco Bayo for making that happen for all of us. Because, I'm definitely going to do that. If nothing else, you have one of the most interesting voices I've encountered. I can listen to you talk for, I guess that's what it is.
Yeah, you should interview Damian, if it makes sense, man. He got stories like crazy, bro.
I would love to. I mean.